3 years ago, I turned a spare corner of my bedroom into a little studio. I had no connections, I had no followers, just a camera and a dream. In the time since then, everything has changed. I've built some of my dream cars, traveled all around the world, and met people that I used to idolize, and even gotten to call them friends. So it's been 3 years, and I am far from realizing all of my dreams. However, I am here in a different country, in a Bentley Continental GTC that they gave me, heading to one of the craziest car events. It actually doesn't feel real. I feel so lucky to be here. Will behind the camera also feels lucky to be here.
Yes, I do.
And we're gonna go tell this story and drive around this Bentley and look at cool stuff. It's gonna be great.
Greetings, girl, and welcome to my world.
This is the Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is essentially a race full of the most expensive cars in the world up a billionaire's driveway. And today, we have full VIP access to all of it. So let's check it out.
We're getting over to the start line right now. This is the coolest thing ever, man. That's the whatchamacallit.
As fun as that all is, it doesn't explain who I am or how I got here. And to understand why I'm in the UK at an insane car show with a $300,000 Bentley, it requires a bit of backstory. When I started this channel, I had no idea I'd end up here. I'd always loved cars and social media, but combining them into a career seemed far-fetched. But I started posting just news videos because I didn't have any money to do anything with actual cars. I promised myself that I'd make one video every single day, and while it wasn't easy, it was worth it. We grew faster than I ever could have imagined.
Like, one text, I'm sending that, then I'm essing. I'm chilling with my niggas, I beg you to bring your bedroom. Couple pictures of Malibu, that's the settings. I've known you 20 seconds, the fuck you talking about weddings. He's backing up a bit.
Now that still doesn't fully explain how we got here, but it starts to paint a picture. Going to events like Goodwood Festival of Speed used to be nothing more than a dream of mine, and now it's part of my job. We get to travel the world with our friends and have experiences that I will remember forever.
This is the coolest lineup ever. Literally, dude, we have so much access back here. Yeah, Goodwood, you're the best. Besides Bentley. Yeah. The only road Ligo Sesto Elemento, and we have access, unfiltered access to it. Well, I can't drive it.
I gotta filter some of the stuff.
Yeah, I can't drive it. It's quite crazy. Full carbon fiber, of course. No window, just the plexiglass slide, and the inside has like no real dashboard. It goes back and in.
Dude, this is like poster car, like
pretty nuts.
like video game poster car. Like you don't even.
I never thought I'd even see a Sesto Elemento, and now I'm standing right next to one. I could touch it, but I might get in trouble.
This guy lives out of a van.
I do really like vans, and this is a good van.
It is a pretty good van. If you don't know, he does podcasts out of vans, and they're good podcasts.
I'm on a podcast. This is just a van.
You should-
Made by Ford.
You should use one of these to get to the podcast.
I feel like if I'd have known about what this is, maybe I would have built the podcast
Yeah.
van in the back of the super
Although, to
van,
be
but
honest-
I also think that could be
I think the engine might be back there.
very expensive.
Yeah, I think the engine's back there. It doesn't look as practical as your van. No, I mean, I don't think there's... Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Now this is all 100% amazing, and I could never complain about the life I get to live. But it wasn't always like this. The first year of the channel, even though we grew by over 500,000 subscribers, we pretty much made no money. And as we started to make money, we had a big choice to make. And that choice was what to do. Should we pay ourselves and buy something cool, travel? And the answer to that was simple: reinvest. We took all the money that we had made so far and spent it on a business trip to a car show. And fortunately, it paid off. Not only did we get a ton of content, but we met some very helpful friends who've pushed us to take the biggest risk of them all: buying our first project car. We did something fairly stupid. We took out a high-interest loan and bought the cheapest and arguably least reliable Porsche 911 on the planet, not knowing if we could even afford it. But we loved it. And as the series went on and things progressed, it all started to make sense. We have since had the opportunity to work with some incredible brands and people, build insane projects, and travel the world in search of the coolest cars, which is exactly what brought us here. And it keeps getting better. I haven't done this yet, so let me give you guys a quick tour around the Bentley Continental GTC Speed that we somehow have gotten. This thing has a huge V8, twin turbo with hybrid assistance, makes over 771 horsepower. It looks so good. We have it parked up next to this little lake right now. The sun's just coming up before Goodwood. This thing is sweet. Look at the interior too. I have never been in a nicer interior in my life. This thing is covered in nice materials. The leather is the softest leather I've ever touched. This is all like very plush Alcantara. It can also cool, the seat can cool, heat. It has this little blanket neck thing that can blow warm air at your neck, so when the top's down, you don't get too cold, which is the bougiest thing I've ever seen. I love it. And the seat's also massage. One thing I love about this thing though is it is obviously a hybrid, so when you start it up, it's just in electric mode. You can roll out of your neighborhood like this, which is really cool with no sound. But if you want sound, you just twist it to sport and the V8 turns on. Oh my gosh. And it sounds like a giant boat. It actually is so cool. But I literally can't get over this interior. It's so nice. The real wood, you press this button, your screen goes away and you just get more wood and these gauges. And also, if you don't even like that, don't even worry. You can hold the screen and you'll just get the regular old wood again. This thing is very impressive. They have thought of every single detail in this car and put it in. This is the coolest car that I've ever been lent to drive. It's so sweet. I love this car so much, and I honestly don't think I'm gonna want to give it back at all. It's that good. As you may know, running a business is very challenging, and there are a lot of expenses that can add up quickly. The truth is, a lot of these expenses are necessary. When you're running a business, you need to spend money. For instance, this traveling costs us some money, especially on items like gas and food. The real trick is finding ways to spend smart. That's where Upside comes in. Upside gets you real cash back at over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants. You can earn an average of 8% cash back on groceries and dining, plus up to 25 cents a gallon in gas purchases. It's a super powerful tool that you should have. On this trip alone, I've used it several times, and it's really simple. First, you claim an offer in the app, and then simply pay like normal with a credit or debit card. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. If you're not using it, you're actually leaving money on the table, which, let's be real, is just plain silly. And like I said, it's totally free to use. Top Upside earners are making as much as $300 a month. To find out how you could earn, click the link in the description to download Upside and use code Crankshaft to get 25 cents a gallon back off your first tank of gas. Or scan the QR code here to claim this offer. Thanks to Upside for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the action. So here we are today in the UK with one of the coolest cars I've ever driven, watching some of the coolest cars I've ever seen race up a billionaire's driveway. Moments like this always make it feel worth it, but it also begs an important question.
So what should we do next? We've done a ton of stuff on this channel. We've gone on road trips. We've done a lot of car building. We've done a lot of modification, stuff like that. But we want to figure out what more should we do? We want to keep bringing all those great builds and things onto this channel that you guys like seeing, but we want to do more things. We've gotten now so much more opportunity to travel and see new cars and maybe do reviews of stuff, and we want to add stuff like that to the channel on top of what we're already doing. But what would you guys want to see? We want input from you. You guys make all this possible, so we would like you to decide. I think there's an Aventador pulling up. Oh, that's pretty cool. That was cool timing. Look at this thing. Dang, that thing is wild. Maybe I'll do an Aventador review. That's really cool. But we feel super lucky to be able to do any of this stuff. I just want to be able to make more content that you guys like watching, and we can continue to build this incredible community that we have on the channel. So let me know down in the comments below what you want to see. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.